No harm done. You can be. Oh, we got the ball. Awesome, cool tip. There's someone that only just arrived on stream. You're being awfully quiet. Isn't that weird?
Meeting.
Of course. Foolish of me to have even asked, really, I suppose.
I actually only woke up 10 minutes ago.
Did you? It's not that you.
So I'll be right with you all. I just need to have a little bit of a cup of tea. You know what it's like. You wake up, you need a cup of tea, something to eat.
What you're like.
And then you can get on with the day. So, yeah.
Oh no. It's not going super well this so far. I'll be honest.
Wow. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to pick this up from the beginning. So, so that'll be fun, won't it? Not quite this beginning. There we go. So Zunk set up. Ooh. So we have a blitz. So in that case, Zunk's receiving, but the little dwarvy friends have a blitz. Let's see what happens. Zunk, of course, needs to win this game by about 7-0 to have any hope of chasing down top spot.
Don't.
Well, you're right. You probably don't have any chance of chasing down top spot, but
It's all Billy Big Bollocks till he loses one. It's all ruined. I'm gonna still beat you. Don't worry. Always do.
Oh dear.
There's lots of views of the last time you and me played.
There is.
Last memorable time you and me played, because that's 2-0 to me now, isn't it? Recently.
No. So there we go. Zunk getting some hits in here. And Full Metal Orc has managed to pick the ball up, which is nice.
Caught it.
Caught it, yeah. Luckily for him.
I've got a bit of horse trading going on the left side. I had to trade my how much do I want to swat that Troll Slayer with potential risk of getting Baby Blitzer Surfy Poo. So you might get him, but I suspect I will get him back. You see, I made it challenging for him. Oh, he has got him. But it does mean that... oh...
Okay, well, we haven't caught up with that yet. Here we go, so he's rolled the push. Now it's 1 dice into 1 dice. Skull. Ow, okay. Oh, Bucket Bonger has been injured. Bucket Bong, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry about this. Oh, you're dead as well. Oh, you won't be coming back next week.
Sucks, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, he hasn't dodged him out though. So
I know. Well, this is what I was thinking. That if he does do that, I'll be trading a Blitzer for Troll Slayer. You know, probably, but.
So I think he should have dodged out to the 6th square, because at the moment this is fairly easy for Zunk to just smack him back. Now it is the start of Zunk's go, so I'll have to watch him and see how he does it himself. Because there is a trick here. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bucket Bong. Puppy says the opponent is Italian. Is he really? How do you know that, Puppy? You just know him, or for some other reason? I allowed it because it was you, Bucket Bong. You've actually got a slightly desensitized something, whatever it's called. He's saying because they're limited use players. Oh, let's have a look at them then. So starting on this side, Svanstuka. Svanstuka! You have to say it with like quite angry. Like, Svanstuka! Or is it Svanstuka? We've got Forganurine. Forganurine. I'm not going to get that one right, am I? That's just wrong. Burin. Sounds like something you flush down a toilet, doesn't it? Oh, I'm going to have to clean that out with some Burin.
Oh, he's there. Right, so he's stunned, so he's fine. Stay there. Jolly good.
Like some Achilles Mazanera. Yeah. Achilles, of course, flew too near the sun. Oh, no, that wasn't Achilles, was it?
You're being silent.
I'm not being quiet. I'm talking to them so you can't hear.
I see.
Because it's your turn. Who was the guy that flew too near the sun? What was his name? Oh, that was a bit weak, wasn't it? Oh, I suppose it was. That was Pseudo Nom Nom. Oh, he's not all there, is it? Icarus, of course it was. Yeah.
Oh, in all the excitement, I've put the wrong line up on the pitch.
Oh no, it's all ruined, isn't it?
Not really. We've suited on them, Big Mac. Both going to do the same job. Just one of them's a dirty player, one isn't.
Yeah, you see, the problem with Icarus really was you shouldn't use wax for your glue, should you? I mean, that was just foolish. We were talking about Achilles, and then I was like, that's not Achilles. I was thinking of Achilles. I thought of Icarus.
So come on, who's Achilles then?
Achilles is the guy that used to have the dodgy heel, isn't he?
He was. Why? Why did he have a dodgy heel?
Because he was too busy running.
That's not, is it? That's not it, is it? Do you
No,
know
I'm not
why,
sure.
though, don't you?
Well, wasn't he a Greek messenger? I think.
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure then. His mother dipped him in the water of immortality. Oh, really?
Well, the river, I thought it's the Tiber actually, but she had to hold him, so she held him by the heel. Hence, the heel didn't get covered.
Oh.
See, now, yeah, Dr. Nick's right. Achilles did kill Hector at Troy. Now, Hector was fucking nails. He was an absolute beast. But yeah, Achilles killed him. Bit unfair, Achilles being pretty much invulnerable apart from that heel. Not sure which heel, though, to be honest, which would have been handy for Hector to know. As a, pre-match briefing.
Well, it's like looking at the player cards, isn't it? And then, there's a niggle on that one. Like you'd need to know that, because you'd be looking at your stat line going, 20, 20, 20, 20. I thought this thing capped out at 10, and then it had come up with niggle, vulnerability, heel. You'd need to know that, wouldn't you? Achilles was a whingy little shit. Dr. Nick, you met him.
Quite pleased that I've wrapped up 2 of the guard dwarves with the troll and a black orc, so that's quite good. Quite pleased I got rid of the troll slayer, but what I'm not pleased about is we've spunked the Apo and we're still missing Bucket Bonger, who is also the right elf. So,
yeah. Aratork could do with some points, couldn't he? And the Black Orcs themselves are always the right elf. Like, irrespective of points, they are just the right elf. Do what I do with Chuffs. Just run one down, and about turn 5 and go, hold that, you fucker. But you have to say it nicely to them, and slowly as well.
They're all a bit busy at the sec, but yes, that's a general truism of playing orcs, absolutely.
There we go, Tyranno. It turned out, by the way, that the thing hadn't updated when I went top chuff, so I was 2 wins over there. I'm ahead at 2 wins more than I needed. And Crucifer to catch me up needs 5, and Hugh Sabio to catch me up needs 10.
You follow me there?
I don't know, that's not a good follow, because...
Still got that high mark, haven't you? What does he have to see, though? With 1 dice. Very bold, very bold.
Has he got a foul? He has got a foul, hasn't he? But he hasn't got anyone else left to throw the foul, though.
I don't know if he's clocked it. It's my stadium. It's basically what's giving us this. We both got one.
Yeah, but he hasn't actually got a player to do it, has he? Well, absolutely, Killjoy. I was like, fuck it, let's just go and take top chuff then. And so we did. Another interesting fact for you all on the chuffs, it's the second time in 3 seasons we've been in number 1 position in Champ Ladder, which is nice. It is nice when it just works, isn't it? Is there something in front of the troll? Oh, there is. Is that troll going to rack up any points?
It's trying.
Puppy says, any plan on playing Dwarves in Champ Ladder? Yeah, eventually we'll get through them all, because we are going to play every single race pretty much. The only 3 I'm probably not that keen on doing a proper official run with are Goblins, Halflings and Ogres. Dr. Nick said, what, haven't you won CCL yet? Normally, because what happens in CCL is in the finals we get given a bum deal and players just explode, which is a shame. Oh, you're swapping sides. Are you swapping because of the Black Orcs? Or you're just hitting that because it's a guard player and it's nice to get rid of it?
No, I'm swapping because I've got a Mecha-Brack.
There we go. Black Orc scoring position. Pyro. I haven't seen as much of Pyro as we used to, which is a shame. I like Pyro.
Pseudo. Weak source, isn't it?
Well, he's only got 1 friend helping him, to be fair to him.
Troll Slayer, though. I just try to stun it.
Triffic's got a question. He says it might be a dumb question. Well, there's never any dumb questions. Only dumb answers, sometimes.
You've got to not try and say something that you think to be a joke and then end it with
I didn't end that with
You did.
I did not.
Did he say just then? I've told a joke. Then nothing happens, and then it no, don't. We've talked about this. It's delivery.
Yeah. Would it take strength on the... Would I catch you on the first level? Yes, I would. The reason you can take the strength is you take block, or you can take wrestle and tackle, and you can turn them into a 3rd war dancer in... They are very good for ball hawking.
Not killed any dwarves yet. But rugged little nuggets, aren't they?
So the orcs.
So like the bloody bucket bong.
Terrific. The only question I guess would be, are you playing it in Champ Ladder? I think I would take one strength increase on Wood Elves, but I would be very mindful of not going crazy taking lots and lots of stat increases on Wood Elves, especially early on, because they are already an expensive team, and you don't want to be playing you don't want to be playing up TV a lot. Yep, absolutely valid. One strength is fine, but if you had a choice between a plus strength catcher or a plus agility war dancer, the strength catcher could then potentially be retired. Docmarc W, thank you very much for the follow. Crystal Pete, welcome to the show. We had hosts from Jim and Crusader, which was nice. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Oh dear. Troll really could do with guard, couldn't he?
Yeah.
I've got to play these dwarves next week. Or the week after next, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. So dwarves done a reasonably solid job of basically stopping and halting the orc offense. And Zunk not being able to get a good foul off, it is starting to hurt a little bit because he's not getting any numbers, and now his drive. It's happened exactly, which is what had happened with my Necro game yesterday. All of a sudden, by about turn 3, the offense has just stopped. It's like trying to drive it through treacle. It's not going anywhere. And if you are the orc at this point, you are concerned.
Yeah, it's been a bit tricksy at the moment.
Yeah. See, I'm just gonna put this on pause for a second. I just need to explain what, and we'll catch up because it'll take his thinking time out. What I would be doing here on this one. So, guard guy can go. You put these two here. Troll Slayer blitz into this, push the troll out. By pushing the troll out, you can then take all of your remaining blocks over
with
here.
The dodge and the double go for it blitz is now sort of switched back, so I no longer had the real opportunity to pile down the left flank and leave him standing, so we'll probably switch back, I think.
Yeah, I think he probably will. If he does take all these players out...
I guess the general good, broad, this is always worth a look when playing against dwarves is just keep pulling them one side, pull them the other side, pull them one side, pull them the other side.
You've got to take that punch front. Stand that up, punch that first, and then you get your 2 assists when you push the troll out. So that's what I'd do, and if you can knock all these over, what you've then effectively done is you've bought yourself 2 turns, because the next turn they stand up, and the turn after they might start progressing. But I think you're probably at this point going to actually halt the orc offense, and turn it into some sort of weird throwing play. Let's see what he does. Not my suggestion, because he's gone and blocked the square he needed. Sounds like it's raining.
Might be.
Oh. No, it's not raining. I'm very interested to see what he comes up with here, because I did actually pause the turn Zunk, and talked just to the audience just for a second or two about what I would have done in this turn and what he has chosen to do, which leads me into something I was thinking about 2 o'clock last night, which I'm hoping there's a bit of interest for, and considering I'm going to have another 2 weeks off as of Monday, it's going to leave me a little bit of time, maybe not to play a game, but do a little bit of video editing. And I was thinking that I would do something along the lines of, while I'm trying to do the race guides, also attempting to come up with little plays and questions for you all. So if you had a turn like this one and wanted to know what the best solution was, what we could do is, I'll take that turn, you tell me what turn it is, yeah, turn 4 of this game, go watch it, and I will save it, and then I'll tell you what I would do, and I'll make it up, and I'll find someone who might be able to help me play the part of the opponent, and I'll play my turn through how I would have done it as well. And we'll just upload them to YouTube, and we'll make them sort of top 5 plays of the week. So if you've got a problem on a specific turn that you weren't sure what, I did this, but I didn't feel like it was the best thing, send me a Discord PM. I need to know the race, the name, and the turn you're questioning. I'm only going to do one turn. I'm not doing a game, and we'll have a look. Yeah, it was exactly that, Nick. It was exactly that. We were talking about scenarios. I was talking about them, and that's why it came up. And I thought, ooh. So yeah, if you're interested in doing that, send me some stuff over, because I'm going to do some of my games, and I feel like this turn was quite a good turn for it. So the dwarf turn 4. Oh, cheeky little passing play.
Cheers.
Dug you out a little bit of bother there, I think. It's good. Ooh, ooh. Well, you guys might have seen when I loaded the game up. Actually, there was some high elf stuff there. They've got high elf basic team, high elf build 1, high elf build 2, high elf 10 games old. Yeah, I've done some stuff.
Right, we're off.
Yeah, he can do some othery stuff here, can't he? Where's he? Oh, he's running all the way over there.
Well, that move I just did there was 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus, but I had 2 re-rolls because I passed on the thrower. So that wasn't bonkers,
No, it wasn't.
It's quite good, I thought, actually.
Yeah. True Blue says, will I be doing the Chaos Cop? Probably not. It does sound like an awful lot of fun, but there are 2 problems with a Chaos Cup. The first is time. I don't necessarily have the time to confirm I can do it, and so I don't want to ruin someone else's fun by saying I can't play, and that is quite an important thing. The second is that it's 1 minute turns. The thing that I actually enjoy about Blood Bowl the most is that you can play a little bit of a tactical game and you can think stuff through. I'm not a particularly quick player. I'm not dreadfully slow, but I'm not known for being a quick player. When are you coming back, Andy Devo? I don't know. Oh, absolutely, Rogue. I've got no issue with the format. It's just, I think sometimes you've got to know whether the format is right for you or not. And I'm not sure that the format is right just for me. That's all. It's a brilliant format. Overall, it is a great format. I like it. I like it a lot. I think some people will have a blast. So, for him bringing the two runners back, he's done a good job of providing threat for the following turn, which I like. And if he can get at least one more back, i.e. this guy, and put him there, what he'll then have is three players completely unassisted, so that Black Hawk can't run up and tie one up. Well, he can do one. I suppose he could try and blitz in and tie two, maybe. But you've definitely got one free. And I think that's important at this stage, to have a player free. Or the Dwarves are all about, can I make sure I can get a couple of players free to have a strike if I can? Cheeky. Now that looks like a great move, but actually it's not that good a move because
Wow. Dwarves are slow, rumour has it.
because all you've done here is you've put him over there.
Make all you go for it, they're not.
But you've traded this guy out here, so that can go and tag something. So it hasn't actually done as much as you think. Well, indeed. Oh yeah. Oh. All depends if that troll wants to move, doesn't it? Elgin's Eater of Rerolls, Slayer of Men. Person who likes too much chocolate. Troll there.
Oh, we have an armour break. A rare armour break. Okay.
Ooh. You having it?
Oh.
Oh. And he's out of here. Sven Stucker. We are now on Facebook, by the way, for everyone, and you're going to suddenly notice that we are ramping up our Facebook presence quite considerably over the next coming couple of weeks.
Oi?
We are, yes. And the reason for that is because I've gone looking to see if we can expand our audience to people we don't normally talk to, and I thought Facebook was a great way of doing that. So I started a little advertising campaign on Facebook. And so to make sure that people actually click the link, you've got to put stuff on there. So, as an added bonus, we will be putting stuff on there. Why did you stop Facebook just before stopping? I've just stopped streaming for, I don't know, week maybe. And that is, I will still be here.
Fucking troll.
Oh dear.
quite stringing it together, aren't we? Quite stringing it together.
No, you're having the same issue that I had a couple of yesterday, which was that your offense just suddenly, for no real reason, it just stopped.
Well, I'm asking questions of him, so I've thrown some players forwards, so he's got to either go for the ball or deal with them. I don't think he can do both. We've also got some "I'm going to hit you" threats. You know, he can base the ball if he really wants to, but we're not dead in the water yet. Big thing is he's broken armor quite a lot of times, and I haven't. So I've been playing missing a Black Orc or two at various key moments where I thought, I could do that, but he's stunned, so I really can't make it really work for me. And the trolls, Lyracean trolls, being a bit naughty, which is not helping. And the fact he's also got that blodge runner is quite difficult to deal with. I've no real way of stopping him if he just wants to stand in the middle.
You haven't got any tackle, have you? Not yet.
Baby team, mate. They've got very few skills. There's only one player with 2 skills. Now he's thinking whether he should re-roll that or not. He shouldn't. I know why he wants to, but
he's thinking about getting the wrestle guy around the back, isn't he?
I think that's what he was hoping to do, yeah. Because the troll's gone dumb, which is a bit of a gap. So, yeah, so Full Metal Orc doing a top job there. Oh, Fammy's just followed. Thank you very much for the follow, Fammy. Welcome to the show. And McConnell. Are they actually real people? Are they here? No. So thank you anyway. Oh, hello. Go on. Use your last reroll.
Oh, this is big. I would have liked to have seen Docmarc take a really, really gentle turn this turn, effectively rolling very few dice, certainly no d6 dice, so he's still got the reroll in hand for next turn. Hello, Crusader. She's not given birth yet, no. What's actually happening is we're being potentially induced tomorrow. Crusader's here from the future. Oh, he is, isn't he?
Good night, mate.
Oh, he's Canadian, isn't he? Yeah.
Nice to break armor on that, never mind.
He's from Canadian. Oh dear. You what? You what? Oh, Crusader, it's not that you're Canadian, it's that most people from Australia and Canada are very similar.
Fuck biscuits.
What have you done there?
Got a push when I really didn't need a push. Oh, come on, don't do this to me, you fucker!
Oh, shit. That was basically a 1 in 81.
Piss. Well, that's that fucked then.
The Black Orcs get there? No. Oh dear.
Well, here's the thing. I really didn't want to push on that Longbeard next to the troll, or 2 squares west of the troll. What the plan was liberate Watrix and go and hand the ball to him and run. That was the opening. But we needed the dice to fall for us. And skull both down, that really tore it.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, double skull and then skull both down.
Can he get into scoring range?
I mean, he's not going to score on me, so, 0-0. But,
He's double go for it.
yeah, we've stalled here. Yeah. And I would have loved to have put guys in scoring range, but because they're both marked, I needed to liberate them first. So that's why we were doing all this before moving the 2 Black Hawks.
Yeah.
I think the plan was reasonable in the circumstances. It just didn't work.
Yeah. It more than likely could have worked.
Well, I didn't have anything better on, I think, was a big factor. Do with his block dice trying up a little bit.
He's just rolled a whole bunch of yellow ones. Oh dear.
Oh, please be alright, Helgen. Oh, shit. Oh, well, that really is a problem. Yeah, getting a bit diced now. Shit.
Huh? Ah.
We've got a miss next game and a dead Black Hawk, which is very bad.
It is. I'll be right back. I'm just going to have to jump channel just for a second. Be right back. And Unholy Crusader, I'm sorry, I hope I haven't caused any offence, by the way. I am very aware you're Australian, and a top Australian at that. But I do regularly mix up my friends from the 2 different continents, Australia and Canada. So, yeah. All the events has been taken. Oh no! Is it? It's not Oceania, is it? Mostly get the way you say Canada. Yes, right. But when you are when you're from Canada, you are Canadian. So it's just easier just to say Canadian in that way all the time. He's a Kiwi. Oh, Crusader, are you one of the 4 people allowed to buy a house in New Zealand? It's come up in the UK story, in the UK stories recently, that New Zealand people are not letting other people, unless you're New Zealander, buy a house in New Zealand because apparently we're running all over there, stealing all your houses,
Oh, hello.
There we go. Got it to work.
Thanks, guys.
We're in the wrong channel, so now what I'm going to do is fix that. So just hold on 1 second, and by the power of magic, we'll transport you into the streaming studio. There we go. Zunk, I've brought us a friend.
All right.
Hello, friend. This is Rick. He also streams.
Hi, Rick.
I do. Thank you very much for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Hi, Rick. How's it going?
Thanks, Zunk. How's your game going, mate?
Shite.
That sounds like Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it improves a bit, it'll then be going shite. It's going slightly worse than shite at the minute.
It's always a bit of a cold war when it's orcs against dwarves.
Yeah. We're just flat losing it at the moment. What I'm annoyed about is this is a baby orc team. Is losing a Black Orc with 12-star player points.
Best one, wasn't he? Joint best.
No, not joint best one. Yes. So he'd been nurtured and developed, and now he's broken. Do you know what? Let's go and stick these scrimmages over that side. Let's do that. That'll upset the dwarves. They won't want to do.
Whoa, hang on. You're stealing someone's patented, copyrighted defensive setup here.
Well, not really.
Going off centre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the dwarves. So if I can drag them out of position in any way, all well and good. But we are. His 2 KOs didn't come back, so we are playing. Is it 10v9? Hang on, he's got one. Oh no, he's got.
Chat said hello to me, by the way. Thank you.
He bought another one.
Monty, Grindle, Lady Killjoy, thank you very much. And True Blue. I listen to loads of K-pop, but Kiss did a K-pop song, bizarrely, that I actually really do like. So that's a bit of an answer for you, Lady Killjoy. Thank you very much.
Some people like the Asian girls dancing. Nobody likes the music.
Baby metal.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Baby metal all day long.
Yeah. Now, Rick, one of the reasons I've actually really enjoyed coming in and watching some of your streams recently. So it was quite nice just to see if we could steal you and get you on here for a little while. So thank you very much for coming on. The other
Pleasure.
thing that I saw was that you were playing vampires, which is the thing that caught my eye. How are you getting on with them?
Thanks for asking, Andy, and very kind of you to say you've been enjoying the channel. I really enjoy yours as well. Yeah, the vampires are going surprisingly not too painfully. We're currently 13-5-6, and that's looking quite good for qualifying for the Champions Cup, purely through luck, really, because Dionysian has a really good vamp record that's coming up behind me, but he's also got the best necro record. So I feel like, yeah, we'll probably get through at this rate. And yeah, the interesting thing about my vamp team is that I went with a 2 vampire Knuffles Altar build, and we're still just 2 vampires at the moment.
How are you finding that?
And amazingly, it actually came off really well, because it turns out that Igor is now, in my opinion, one of the best star players in the game. With thick skull and regen, he's exactly what you want on the LOS. He's exactly what you want to be biting. And we also get helmet quite a lot. So yeah, it's actually worked miraculously. And playing halflings occasionally doesn't hurt.
How much TV? How much does he cost TV wise then? If you've got the altar,
Igor's 70k, which is just ridiculously good value, and helmet's 60. So for 130, you're getting 2 pretty darn good players every game.
Monty says that apparently that's his shtick. Unfortunately, Monty, you didn't patent it.
This is still going to tits.
I did actually ask Monty's permission the other day to play halflings on my channel when he was watching.
Wow. Maybe I should just play halflings just for a season, just to get that one done. Tick that box off. I am
Do you
concerned.
play halflings, Andy?
Oh no, not at all. Monty says he has total rights to them. Yeah, quite possibly.
Yeah, I think channel to be able to play them, Andy. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, I don't think I've probably got the patience to play them. Ham says, "Who's Rick?" Rick is a new. Hang on a sec. Are you new to streaming or are you new to playing Blood Bowl? What's the crack?
Yeah, good question. So yeah, I'm new to streaming, definitely. That was just something I found almost by accident. I was watching YouTube channels improve, and then I found out that Twitch was a thing. I didn't even know Twitch was a thing about 2 months ago. And then I found out it was a thing, really started enjoying watching channels such as your own, and then thought, why not give it a go? And I've really, really had a good time streaming. But Blood Bowl, no, not too new to Blood Bowl, just new to playing it at an even sort of semi-decent level. So I played 3rd edition in the 90s with my mates as teenagers, very, very badly, but had a great time. And then didn't really pick it up again until Blood Bowl 1, but my internet was so poor, I could only really play the AI, and we all know how worthwhile playing the AI is. And then finally on Blood Bowl 2, I had decent internet by then. I've actually been playing online and joined the Water Bowl, which I know that you go to the NAF tournament they run once a year, Andy.
Oh yes, I do. Yeah.
They also have two perpetual leagues, which I play in both on Tuesday nights, and have a really great time there. So it's given me good motivation to try and improve myself as a player, and that led to the stream. And yeah, it's been great fun for the last couple of months now.
Oh, ace, that's good. Yeah, I've been to the Water Bowl a couple of times. I've really enjoyed it, and I think I finished second. Certainly second the first year I went there. I think I was second last year as well. But I'm not absolutely certain on that.
Very good. It's some consistency, and yeah, I've done quite well at the Water Bowl, other than playing. I think it's pronounced Car Forged, and I know that you.
Yeah, I know.
No, just how good he is. Yeah, he does a number on me frequently.
For those of you who don't know who we're referencing there, he is arguably one of the very best players in the world. I wonder if someone in the stream like Pidpad will get his name pronounced correct. Well, he'll to phonetically write his name out. But he is a very, very, very good player. Is he Danish? I'm not sure where he's from originally.
It's Danish. That's absolutely right. Yes, and he's just won the Veterans League. He got diced out of the first couple of leagues that he played in semi-finals and finals, but he just won one of the 2 leagues that are run. So he is now champion, and we're worried we'll never get it back off him now.
Oh no, Gris! I'm not even going to have a go at that one.
What, Grispen?
Yeah.
Oh, dead Troll Slayer.
Wow. Well, this has been a painful game for everybody.
There's no winners in Blood Bowl.
Apart from the elves, you've got to play them in 2 weeks' time. Which might be me. Yeah.
Got one, he hinted.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Hang on a sec. I've got an emote for this.
Sorry, stick around after this game, Rick, and I will chat to you properly. I'm a little bit tied up. And plus, if you don't give Andy a game of Blood Bowl to occupy him with, he does tend to babble on a bit. So we'll have a proper conversation once Special Needs over his
Zunk,
playing Champ Ladder. Yeah, mate.
buddy.
Oh, I think your mic might be dropping out slightly. We only heard a word there, I think.
Who, me?
One.
No, Rick.
Again, I might actually unplug my mic because my webcam has a microphone on it as well, which seems to pick up quite well. So hopefully it's just a connection issue for a second.
Right, I'm just going to ask the chat, which way round do you want to watch this second half, by the way? Do you want to watch it from the point of view of Zunk, so we're watching Zunk's game, or do you want to watch it from the point of view of the offence, which is the Dwarves? So let me just have a... I'll ask you guys, give you about a minute, and we'll watch it from whichever picks up the most votes. We've got 2 no, 4. Okay. That's 5-0. Right, we'll carry on watching it this way around then. Just checking.
Ali Waterbowl is Alex. That's right. There's both 2 Alexes that are the admins at the Water Bowl. I've actually got one guesting on my channel in a couple of days.
Ooh, which one?
Warmel.
Oh, I know who he is. Yeah, he's really, really nice. He's a really nice guy.
Ever met? Yes, you are right.
Buy him a drink, see what happens, mate. You know.
He's one of those people that's so nice you think he probably has to be a mass murderer behind closed doors because nobody can be genuinely that nice.
Ooh.
2 into 1.
Frenzy trap. Oh, gets away with it.
But he's going to get punched in the face by a Black Orc next turn.
Yes, but said Black Orc is Watrix, who is largely harmless. But yeah, true. I'm more interested in I'm trying to time up from making the ball safe, which at the moment, no, with that bloody runner, he can just about reach safety. That runner is really difficult for me to deal with that pace and blodge.
Well, are you still a player up? Because you killed one, didn't he? Are you now 2 players up or 1 player up?
10-9 in my favour.
You won, okay. So the reason I asked that was because from his point of view, so he could choose to go and just stand somewhere between the 18-yard line and the 14-yard line this turn. So it's out of strike range, but he isn't going to score if he's got the ball over there. And if you can turn it, because you've got then 2 players advantage, one because one's holding the ball and one because you already had natural, you're probably going to be able to then start generating some hits.
Well,
and dealing with them.
If he runs over there, I'm sending 2 orcs after him because Lyracian's tying up at least 3 all by himself. As long as he stands up.
So Zunk, if you don't mind me asking while you're playing, I see that you've got an orc thrower, and that it's a very divisive piece, the orc thrower, isn't it? So why are you a fan of taking the orc thrower?
Well, there's only one person I know who says they're terrible. Right, okay.
They happen to be wrong.
We tried without an orc thrower for the first few games in this team, and they were drawing a load of games that they really had won, or pretty close to one, because we couldn't pick the pigging ball up. So there's two reasons. One, bucket bong, pipe the fuck down. One, sure hands. 2, if you use a blitzer to do it, then you've lost a blitzer if you give him sure hands, and he's no longer there to have guard, tackle, mighty blow, piling on, bloody blah. So those 2 reasons, really.
I think the latter is a great argument. It does seem like a huge waste of a blitzer to have him as the ball carrier.
It also early on, orcs hammer through rerolls because none of the black orcs have got block, and occasionally you need to do a dodge or a handoff or a pick the ball up. So without sure hands, it's just another reason why you're going to keep hammering through them. You can do it without a thrower, for sure. I just prefer it with.
Agree. And one final slight reason that I quite like a thrower is you can be the best player in the world, but sometimes you're going to need to score a quick touchdown, and having a player with the pass skill is actually comes into handy then as well, and the sure hands as well.
And indeed, kickoff return.
So yeah, I do agree with you there. It's a good argument.
It's the same question about whether or not you should carry the ball on a bull centaur. It's the same kind of question, just with a different skin on it, effectively. And for me, I don't carry the ball on a bull centaur because, just like the orc blitzer, they are much better at doing other things, and you need them doing their other things.
It's a really good comparison.
Yeah. The only time I might change my mind occasionally is maybe at tabletop, at lower team value, where the difference is really amplified for a Bull Centaur. Oh, that's a strength 4 thing with block versus a Hobgoblin, where you struggle to deal with stuff. But in matchmaking, once you get to 1400 TV or 1500 TV, it's you can deal with a strength 4 ball carrier. So, what would you say your favourite races are, by the way, Rick? What are we likely to see you streaming? Because I've only seen a little bit of your show over the last week or so, but I really enjoyed it. So, what are you likely to play?
Well, thank you. My favourite races. When I was younger, I used to play Wood Elves a lot, but I think I've moved away from those. I think what I really enjoy now is playing the kind of tier 2, tier 2.5 races that you don't see as often and throw up extra challenges more uniquely than some of the others. So obviously right now and last season, Vampires probably the main team that I played. The season before that, Khemri, I really enjoyed playing Khemri as well. Finally, the likes of Kislev.
So it looks like we found someone. If you guys want to watch something that's not mainstream, i.e. not Chaos or Elves, Rick's your man.
I did feel like it was maybe the kind of niche bit of the market that hadn't been tapped into yet, playing the really crappy teams that are frustrating that nobody else wanted to play.
Yeah. Some of those teams, not all of them, but some of them are the ones that I don't really want to play. I'll play some of them, but I don't look forward to some of them. Khemri are fine. Vampires were great. I liked Kislev. Flings, Goblins and Ogres can all burn in a big pile. Apart from Halflings, of course, they're lovely. We wouldn't want to burn those, would we, Monty? You wouldn't get a very big pile, that's the problem.
No Chili Alley, but it might be. I don't know everybody in the Water Bowl yet. It's 50 odd people. It's actually now the largest live league in the UK. So I don't know everybody, but I don't know Chili. Sky Blue was berating me earlier for not plugging him. So obviously I do enjoy Sky Blue's channel. If I want to laugh and a good hearty enjoyment when I'm watching Blood Bowl, then I come to Andy's channel. But if I want to watch some serious high quality Blood Bowl, then I go to Sky Blue Monty.
There's me thinking that was the wrong way around. Oh well. Zunk, you're going to have to dig yourself out of this, by the way. Are you going to be okay?
If those last couple of blocks had been a bit more robust, if they'd stood their ground, maybe. But he's now got enough liberated to screen it, so maybe. What I was hoping is that the runner would be lacking protection. Hence, what Full Metal Orc the Thrower and Aratork are doing. They're and to an extent Umbrella Hats, hopefully next turn. We're all trying to extricate themselves to go and bother the ball. But he's got 2 out of 2 straight knockdowns on the Black Orcs. So, maybe. It depends what happens. Now he's going for it. He was going for it full tilt. So he's only bringing 1 blitzer with him because the others can't catch up. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
I am slightly surprised at that move because you can get the Longbeard has been...
Holy shit. Did you really want to do that?
No. My solution for this turn would have been those 2 Longbeards that haven't done anything yet. One of them could have blitzed the lineman at the back, and then it meant the blitzer could just run all the way forwards, the Longbeard could run all the way forwards, and you'd be fine.
He's got away with it again. Dirty bastard.
Well, he hasn't. You've still got 2 dice on the ball here.
I've got to do 2 dodges, though. Well, 1 dodge. A block and a dodge.
Oh, he survived. So, my solution here...
if you can turn this over, Zunk, your reroll management has been much better than his, and that could make the difference here.
2 dice block. Rick, you're not going to be able to hear this. I'm just going to talk to the stream, and apologies, I can't make it so you can hear and Zunk can't. You can go bring this guy around. You can take a 1 dice there, and then you can blitz there for 2 dice. So it is possible. There we go, and as if by magic, Zunk's doing it.
Oh, you stupid troll! Honestly, what's the matter with you?
That was where that troll was going to go.
Oh,
there.
come on. These are all reasonably sound plans. Come on, gives you a big yellow one. Bastard. Well, that's just sometimes shit happens, doesn't it? Nah. Alright, we're in a spot of bother now. He is probably going to score. That's just reasonable, but it didn't work. Hey ho. What was that? Sort of 60% chance working? Something like that. With re-rolls thrown
when you drop the 1 from the troll, because you would have been able to block with a thrower, which I liked. You had a decent chance, but when the troll went silly, it meant it was a lot more complicated. Oh, he slipped on your thrower there, look. Turned out he was fine though. So, Rick, have you managed to drop us a link into your channel, by the way? Because if just periodically for the rest of today, feel free just to drop some links in so people can easily find you, so you can get some people following. Don't feel shy about that. Just drop the links in, and feel free to talk to them as well. Yeah, plug it.
Thank you very much. I will do.
doing there? Why did you follow that?
He still had to make the dodge regardless. It didn't matter.
I suppose.
Well, congratulations, Docmarc. He scored. Now, can Zunk, with 5 turns, run it back in again to equalise? Or, and you ain't going to do this because I just know I've known you for too long, is Zunk going to try and score for 2 turns and then turn him round?
Well, for a kick-off, we're outnumbered.
Yeah, I know. I know the answer's no.
So, well...
I'm not suggesting you do it,
I'm going to need a major fucking upturning fortune to pull anything out of this, to be honest. I think it's quite uphill getting a draw at this stage. I mean, he can just sit that runner back as sweeper, and so I can't do a potato style thing. And he's got enough players to tie me up and harry the ball now in a whole world of pain here.
I feel like your problem now, Zunk, is the lack of a goblin to throw. But in all seriousness, do you consider taking one for the 1 turn?
Yes, but we are currently saving up to replace a line orc that died last week, and this week we're currently now saving up for a new black orc. So it's attrition on the team. We've never got to that stage where we've had enough money to do it. We had a moment when I took the bribe stadium. I could have bought a goblin, but I wanted the bribe stadium. But yes. Yeah, we take goblin. Mind you, goblin versus Chorvs is basically 2-star player points on legs, isn't it?
Yes. But I'm not playing Chorvs in League. Terrific says to you, Rick, are you going to be playing Khemri next season as your qualifying team? And I know why Terrific would say that. Terrific, do you remember what you said about that? And are you going to stand by your word? So, question for you, Rick. Are you going to play Khemri next season as your main team?
Well, while we wait for Terrific to reply, I'd happily play Khemri, actually. I can't believe I haven't got back around to them since 2 seasons ago, when I might have come runner-up team or third. I was up there. On the last day, I was playing with a real chance of qualifying, and I think I managed 7 draws in a row, which got a little frustrating. So, yeah, I tell you what, yes, we'll start off with Khemri first team next season and try and qualify them.
Good. That's good to hear. So we'll have Khemri being represented. I don't know. Terrific. All I remember is that of what you said. I don't remember it was me specifically. Are you going to rival him? I wasn't planning on running Khemri. But I have got 3 weeks left of Champ Ladder, and I don't genuinely know what to do with those 3 weeks because.
Baby.
What? Oh, baby, yeah. Yeah, we're having a baby.
That's what you're going to do those 3 weeks. You're going to have a baby.
Yes. Oh, kick-off return doing work there, getting underneath the ball. And it turned out nice again.
Is it your first baby, Andy?
It is, yeah. It's absolutely brand new.
My two best friends are both in the process. One's literally just had their first, and the other's due in a month. Yeah, it's an exciting time. I'm close to that situation, although I'm not in it myself.
Yeah, I'm. Uh-oh.
Weak sauce.
Oh, I thought you were going to foul it.
I am.
Have you got a Mrs. Rick? Are you likely to have babies anytime soon?
I do. Well, she's currently a miss. She'll be a Mrs. July 13 next year. That's a start.
Congratulations.
Probably shouldn't get her in the baby way in the meantime because she's already bought the dress and it wasn't cheap. But then after that, I very much hope so. An excellent addition to my life.
Good, congratulations.
Thank you very much. In the meantime, I have 3 cats which keep my hands quite full. So, yeah, I look forward to it. But it's all ticking along nicely.
3 cats, wow. Wow.
18 as well, and takes a little bit of looking after these days, but is a lovely little madam cat.
You guys have just mentioned Ev for a second. Ev being my missus, and I've just realised why she's in bed. So I said to her last night, I said, Ev, wouldn't it be nice the last show before we have to stop for a little while? Wouldn't it be nice if you sat in the chair and introduced the show? And she said, not a fucking chance. And so what she's done is she's deliberately stayed in bed just to make sure that she doesn't have to get out of bed to come and sit here. Oh dear. Oh, you dirty little so-and-so.
Yeah, we had my missus playing one game on Champs Ladder on my stream the other day, which I think is what Phil's referring to, saying she's better than me. She was Rookie Orcs down significant TV to a winning Dark Elf team, and she absolutely stuffed them. So she actually has 100% now in Blood Bowl 2.
Oh, wow. So she knows how to play then?
I played a little bit of tabletop with her, and she's done the campaign on the Xbox, because we also have it on Xbox. So often I'm playing it on PC and she's playing it next to me on Xbox. But this was her first venture into online gaming.
Oh my word. So I can imagine now, there's a load of people in the channel going, hang on, sorry, what? There's a girl that plays Xbox. I'm sorry, what?
Years to find her, and that's why I'm marrying her.
yeah, absolutely. Zombie Cat's just subscribed. Thank you very much, Zombie Cat. 9 months in a row. 9 months being a magical number. So thank you ever so much. I'm just going to need to nip away just for a second, as I've realised that Ev has actually asked me to make sure that she gets out of bed. As she's struggling today, so I'm just going to go and check on her and make sure she's all right. So I'll be back in a minute. I'll leave you guys for a moment.
Phil asked if I'm streaming later. Sorry, Phil, I've actually got work today at 3 UK time. So depending on how long Andy and Zunk would like me to stick around, that's possibly not looking so likely today. We'll be back on tomorrow. It's far too much fun chatting with Andy and Zunk and watching some quality orc play.
Very quality orc play in a minute.
Sorry, Zunk.
Going a bunch of arse at the moment. I'll dig deep. We'll pull something out of it.
Switch. Blood Bowl, yeah, that'll be the day. I really want a full Blood Bowl app, so I can just go play it on my mobile. That's the dream for me.
Right, we're coming back.
Need more orcs. I haven't really got any scoring threat.
Wah.
Just everywhere looks towards. Oh, just.
What's the ideal number of orcs, Zunk? Around the 12 or 13 mark?
Pitch 11. No, I tend to remember 13. 13, or if other parties get their way, 13 plus a goblin.
Moriarty says, goes on go. Who's Moriarty? Why do I know Moriarty?
There.
Oh, Moriarty. Okay. Okay.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, they've got to die, haven't they?
There we go. Ooh, got one.
You actually have killed it. That's both Troll Slayers dead.
Maybe.
Oops.
For Helgen.
And me too, Twitch chat. I'm getting a bit of buffering, unfortunately, but Discord seems to be working.
Yeah, I think it is Twitch. Twitch is having a moment there. Both Troll Slayers dead in the same game. You don't see that very often. Who's Chili Actor? Oh, a chill actor. Right, okay. FD, where did you get that emote from, by the way? I saw you come in with some like sort of four face yellow thing. Where did you get that from? It really is properly buffering, isn't it? I'll just double check, make sure the stream quality is okay, make sure it's not my end. Oh shit, it's my end.
And Captain Picard, Ali. Moriarty featured in quite a few Star Trek The Next Generation episodes. I don't know if you're a fan. Oh, I've just finally caught up and got to see the Troll Slayer die. Good times.
Settings, AD10 broadcasting off. There we go. I think... we'll be joining back in the Zunk game in just a second. I've realised what was causing the FPS drop. Unfortunately, someone was watching the stream, the game.
On her tablet.
No. It's my end. Someone's trying to watch. I'm through Steam, and it's killing off the my upload.
Who's trying to watch you through Steam?
Someone called Moriarty.
Why wasn't he just tuning at the Twitch show?
I don't know. So I've just switched it off, but by switching it off, I had to switch off. I had to restart Steam.
Okay, I want a poll now, chat. Is Andy Darbo secretly Sherlock Holmes, as Moriarty seems to be trying to foil him?
That could be exactly it, I think. Oh, there's Matty. I haven't seen Matty for ages. Hello, mate. How you doing? Lovely pass by Metal there again, I thought. Honestly, indispensable.
He has been quite useful, hasn't he? It'll be coming back up again now. I've noticed that my frame rate since I restarted Steam hasn't dropped at all, so you guys should see everything be fine now.
On Blackstream, but the good news is that the standard of Blood Bowl hasn't dropped since the screen went black.
Well, that's nicely worked from him. I like what he's done there by running around and getting in the way.
He's not having the ball off Big Mac. No way. All right, maybe he is. But it's all right because Tony's going to catch it. Don't you fucking get off. Get right the hell off.
If I was going to give Docmarc something to work on over the next couple of games, if I was giving a piece of advice, I would say his reroll management in both halves hasn't been as good as it could have been.
Yeah.
And I think that's caused by. Oh, thanks, Rick. That's caused by him making rolling more dice than he needs to. So if he was going to go and try and do something about that, it would be consider what dice do you actually need to throw every turn, so you can be more careful. Dodge doing a thing on the runner there. He's only gone and got it.
Hasn't he just?
So, how are you going to screen this? What's the rest of the screen?
It's a coming.
You'd like to see a few games live on internet telly? Do you guys mean the YouTube channel? Rick, do you have any presents on YouTube? I don't mean little gifts.
No, I'm looking at starting that. There's a few things I need to do. I could do with getting a bit of a media manager. I'm so untech savvy that when I was trying to join your Discord earlier, I saw that it said deafen on this headphone symbol at the bottom, and I genuinely thought it meant it would make it really loud, so it would deafen me. And then I realised it just meant that it mutes it. So that's how, sort of common sense when it comes to these things. But I have started a YouTube channel, and I do want to put some videos up on it, and maybe some tutorials and stuff as well. Although I know that's been done, I think things like the Knuffles Alter builds on certain teams haven't been covered by a lot of YouTube videos, and that would be something interesting to look into.
You're quite right. There's a few things that I've realised that haven't been covered off. Oh dear, the school. Oh dear. And I've got a mental checklist of things that I'm going to work through. Stadium upgrades in general, I'm going to do something about that, and it was worth also thinking about trying to tie it to certain races. So not only, I'll take the Bribe Stadium. Well, what races would you take the Bribe Stadium with? What races would you definitely not take the Bribe Stadium with? I think that's worth looking at.
Absolutely, yeah. I think as a new player, not a new player recently, but as a player looking to learn more recently, I was struggling to find all the tutorials that would have been helpful to me. If you did that, I think that would do really well. Talking about the Bribe Stadium, some people say not to take it with the Goblins as you get bribes so cheap anyway. So how do you feel about the Bribe Stadium with Goblins?
That's actually a really good shout, because I think I'd take Knuffles Alter with Goblins because the access to cheap star players seems like a good idea.
2-star players for about 50k, can't you, as Goblins? Admittedly with Secret Weapon, but that's still something, very much something.
Yeah. So you get the advantage of the Knuffles Alter is 50k per thing. So actually, I'd look at it from the point of view of you already get cheap bribes. So your bribes, you've just saved 50k. So you've just given yourself a 50k inducement, but your opponent's just got a 100k inducement. If you went with the Bribe Stadium, equally, I would like to see. I'd take Knuffles Alter because it's very likely that you could take 2-star players, because I know that's the maximum you can possibly take. So with 2-star players. Ooh. Hang on, this is Zunk's turn 16. What? Oh. Oh. And so you can make 100k's worth of saving if you've got enough full altar because you can buy 2-star players. So I think that's I would like to see enough full altar. So a quick look at the dice log here on this one. Both teams threw about the same amount of blocks. Zunk got slightly more injuries, which is fortunate. Unfortunately, the injuries on all the players this week were absolutely career-ending. We've got a minus armor on a Black Orc, which you'll see the end of him, and we had 2 straight dead on the 2 Troll Slayers, so we're going to see the end of those. I think it was actually Rogue Shenanigans. So we'll have a quick look, see if the game's been validated. Where is it?